Welcome to the Cowboys Versus Ninjas Podcast. We got a ton of awesome flash fiction from you guys, and today we're going to take a look at two that really blew us away with their totally wild takes on ninjas. You know, those expectations you have about ninjas? Well, these stories chuck them right out the window.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how much you can do with flash fiction. I mean, it's so short, but you can really explore familiar characters in these totally unexpected ways. It's all about telling a story with as few words as possible, and it really makes you come up with some cool combinations.
For sure. First off, we've got this story called, get this, Ninja Musical. Yeah, you heard that right, a ninja musical. So we're not talking about silent assassinations here. This ninja's big challenge is a musical competition. And hold on, because it gets better. The fate of his entire dojo rests on him winning this Battle of the Bands thing and the grand prize, a whole year's rent.
Wow. Okay, so right away, you've got this clash between the whole serious, silent ninja vibe and this totally over-the-top musical world. It really makes you think, how would a ninja's skills even work in a setting like that?
Right. And then we're going to jump into this whole steampunk world with steampunk ninjas. Picture this. A ninja, but she's got this powerful mechanical arm and she's breaking into this huge airship. Her mission, just rescuing a kidnapped scientist from a rival clan and their army of crazy clockwork soldiers.
Dude, that's straight out of movie. It's so visually cool. You've got this ancient warrior figure mixed with this Victorian era tech, and it just creates this awesome backdrop. A ninja fighting gears and robots. Sign me up.
Totally. So what we're going to do today is really dissect these stories. We'll explore the clever ideas behind them and try to understand why these offbeat ninja stories are so darn interesting. We'll show you how these writers took what we think we know about ninjas and flipped it in the most entertaining ways possible. Let's kick things off with Ninja Musical. The main conflict grabs you right from the start. Akihiko, this ninja who loves the shadows and silence, is suddenly thrown into this crazy, loud musical competition. And get this, his dojo, the Hidden Harmony, is about to go under unless he can snag that prize money from the Battle of the Bands.
I think what really makes this story work is that it takes this fantastical concept, ninjas and musicals, and grounds it in something everyone can relate to money problems. It makes Akihiko's whole situation way more intense, right? I mean, he doesn't even want to be there, but the stakes are super high. What do you think? Do you think his ninja training would help him or just make things worse in this situation?
Man, that's a really good question. The story definitely plays around with that idea. The competition itself is totally bonkers. Akihiko's not just up against other musicians. He's going head-to-head with rockers who could shatter glass with their amps, techno mages who are weaving illusions with their synth beats, and even, wait for it, a boy band. And these guys are mega popular. It's almost like their fans' screams are giving them some kind of power. It just throws Akihiko even further out of his comfort zone.
It's this total sensory overload, right? I mean, this dude's used to stealth and silence, and now he's surrounded by all this noise and chaos. Each of those acts he's up against is the opposite of everything a ninja stands for, so it makes this challenge even bigger.
Oh, totally. And his first performance, let's just say it does not go well. He freezes up in the spotlight, messes up on his Shamisen, and trips right there on stage. The crowd's loving it, of course. It's the classic underdog story setup. But here's where things take a turn. Instead of slinking back into the shadows, something changes in Akihiko.
Yeah, sometimes those moments when you totally eat it can push you to do something different. Instead of trying to be something he's not, he seems to tap into something deeper. What do you think about how he changed things up?
Well, he doesn't suddenly become a guitar hero or anything. Instead of playing a melody on his shamisen, he starts pounding out this intense, rhythmic heartbeat. He's not dancing. He's moving like he's in combat, with all those sharp, precise movements his ancestors used. It's like this crazy fusion. His ninja skills become his musical style.
That's what I love about this story. It's not about him ditching his ninja identity. It's about him finding a whole new way to express it. The discipline, the focus, the control, all those ninja qualities, they're all still there, but he's using them in this totally new way.
And then, boom, the story throws another curveball. A guitarist from another band picks up on his rhythm, a drummer joins in, and it turns into this impromptu jam session, like a musical duel. It's not even a competition anymore. It's like these guys are communicating through music. And get this, the boy band, even the boy band, starts harmonizing with them. It's this bizarre but really cool sound.
That whole collaboration thing really shows you how even people who seem totally different can find common ground. It's like the competition just melted away and everyone was feeding off each other's energy. What do you think that says about competition in general?
I think it shows that sometimes the most awesome moments come when you break down those competitive walls and just create something together. And in the end, it wasn't about being the most technically skilled. It was about that raw energy and passion that connected with the judges and the crowd. Akihiko and his accidental bandmates created something totally unique. He wins, saves his dojo, and even gets a record deal and an offer to join the boy band, both of which he politely turns down.
Huh. Those offers just add to the humor of the whole thing. It's like, this is so not Akihiko's world, but he rocked it anyway. He wasn't in it for the fame or the fortune.
Exactly. The coolest thing for me is that Akihiko discovered this whole other side of himself. He's not just a ninja hiding in the shadows anymore. He's found this new rhythm within himself. And it shows that traditions can change and evolve in really surprising ways. Even the shadows can dance.
Yeah, it's like those skills you learn in one area can pop up in the most unexpected places. All that intense ninja training gave him this foundation of discipline and control, and then he took that and applied it in this crazy new way, and it totally worked.
Okay, time to jump into a whole different world. Let's talk steampunk ninjas. Just imagine this. A giant metal airship called the Leviathan against this bright red sunset. Our main character, Hana, is a ninja, but she's got this powerful mechanical arm. You just know she's been through some stuff.
Dude, steampunk is the best. And that mechanical arm, it's not just for show. It's a symbol of her past, probably some kind of injury. But now it's also what makes her stronger. How does the story use that arm, you think?
It's like a huge part of who she is and how she operates. Hana's on this dangerous mission to rescue this scientist dude, Dr. Akio. He's got all these futuristic ideas about technology, and he's been kidnapped by Hana's old clan, the Tekken. These guys are bad news. They want to use Akio's smarts to build weapons and basically take over all the floating cities in this steampunk world.
So the stakes are pretty high right from the start. It's not just personal for Hana, it's about saving this whole world. And her being a former Tekken, that adds a whole other level of drama, right?
Oh, for sure. The way she breaks into the Leviathan, it's not about being silent and stealthy like a typical ninja. It's about brute strength and using her mechanical advantage. She climbs that airship like she's some kind of expert mechanic, and her prosthetic arm is a constant reminder of what she's been through. But now it's also what helps her climb, thanks to these magnetic clamps she's added. And inside, it's not some peaceful dojo. It's all gears and steam, a real hostile environment for a ninja.
That's interesting. Traditional ninja moves wouldn't work so well in a place like that. She's got to use her brains and her mechanical skills along with her ninja training.
Exactly. And the Tekken ninjas, they're all arrogant and cocky, thinking they're the best just because they've got their fancy traditions and tech.
Yeah.
It's this cool contrast with Hana, who's been working in these grimy underground factories and is way tougher because of it. Like old school training versus real world experience.
Makes sense. The way they were raised and the lives they've lived would totally affect their fighting styles and how they see the world. Hana's probably way more resourceful and doesn't need to rely on fancy moves to get things done.
So, Dr. Akio, he's not locked up in some dungeon. He's in a lab surrounded by all these crazy inventions that could be super dangerous. Oh, and did I mention the clockwork soldiers with glowing eyes? Hana's not just there to rescue him now. She's got to protect him from these things.
Clockwork soldiers. Classic steampunk. And now it's way more dangerous. Hana's got to be on offense and defense.
Her fighting style is like brutal and efficient. She uses her metal arm like a battering ram. She's fighting like a cornered animal, all instinct and power, not graceful moves. It's another way she's adapted, blending her ninja skills with her new arm.
It's like, this isn't some pretty choreographed fight. It's all about survival. She's using everything she's got to make it out alive.
The escape is total chaos. Hana, who's never piloted anything in her life, takes control of this massive airship. She's battling these clockwork soldiers with whatever she can grab, wrenches, rivets, anything. She's totally fueled by rage and adrenaline.
A ninja piloting an airship while fighting robots with tools. That's like the coolest thing ever. She's so resourceful, even when she's totally outmatched.
And then, get this, the Tekken reinforcements show up. On jetpacks. It's her old clan, like a reflection of who she used to be. It's such an intense moment. They think she's going to give up, but she doesn't. She shoves Akio into this makeshift escape pod and yells, "Hana of the cage is gone. There's only the mechanic now, and she's coming for you."
Oh, man, chills. That's the moment when she completely breaks from her past. She's not that old Hana anymore. She's something new, something stronger. Her clockwork arm against their fancy jetpacks, it's like this powerful symbol of who they are now.
The ending is so awesome. It leaves you with this picture of Hana facing her past, her rough mechanical arm, a sign of how far she's come. It's like the story is saying that sometimes the strongest weapon is just the will to survive, That airship is going to be soaked in oil and blood, and the mechanic, she's going to be a legend.
I love it. It's all about how people can change and grow, even when they've lost everything. True strength comes from adapting and never giving up.
So there you have it. Two stories that are like night and day, but both about ninjas. Ninja Musical showed us that even the most ancient traditions can find new ways to exist, and sometimes embracing change is what makes you stronger. And Steampunk Ninjas showed us that even when it seems like you've got nothing left, you can still be a force to be reckoned with.
The coolest thing is that both stories are about adaptation. Ninjas, who are usually all about strict rules and secrecy, they can change and reinvent themselves when they need to.
Totally. Whether they're trading their silent steps for music or their swords for a steam-powered fist, the core of who they are, their focus, their discipline, their cleverness, it all shines through.
It makes you think about the real meaning of any skill or tradition, right? It's not about the specific moves, it's about the attitude and the ability to use what you know in new ways.
I hope these stories got your imaginations going. It just goes to show that you can find awesome ideas everywhere. You just got to look at things from a different angle. Maybe you'll even come up with your own crazy story mashup.
For sure. Sometimes the best ideas come from taking something familiar and turning it upside down.
That's it for the Cowboys Versus Ninjas podcast. If you love these stories about rhythm and rebellion, make sure you rate and follow for more adventures into the awesome world of flash fiction. Until next time, keep those stories spinning in your head.